Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a nice Thursday. I just wanted to send you a little message so we didn't have to wait a whole week. A few of you guys asked me to show you the PYCY thing on the calculator. You asked why I don't use it. Um, so I made a little video of me using it, explaining how it works. But first, I'll tell you why I generally don't use it. I don't use it because you're only able to use it on the financial calculator, which means anytime you're doing anything with a formula, so like perpetuities, growing annuities, growing perpetuities, right? Or anything else that you're going to be using a formula for, you can't use PY and CY, right? So I tend not to like to show things that I then have to say, oh, but like most of the time you can't do this. But since a lot of you have asked, I wanted to make this video that you guys can keep, and it just explains how it works. So essentially, the PY and CY, what it does is it replaces having to find your effective rate. Okay, so what you have here is a basic question, right? Oops, a basic question that says the annuity pays 500 per week. So per week, that means my F is 52 for the next 5 years, and the rate is 8% compounded daily, which means my M is 365. And what is the present value? So we learned in class after this, you would need to find an effective weekly rate. So you have it there. I plugged in my M and my F, and then we could punch it all into our calculators to get our present value. If you want to do this in one step, okay, you could skip step one by using PY and CY. So the way it would work, you'd still do the same, you'd still punch it into your, you would still punch it into your calculator in the same way, right? So, you'd have your payment of 500. You'd still have your future value of 0. Your N is 260, right? 5 years, 52 weeks, 260. And your IY, okay, this is where it gets different. If you want to do this in one step, don't calculate your effective rate. Instead, plug in your APR here. So plug in the QR or the APR, whatever you call it. It's the same thing. Oops. All right, so it'd be 8, right? But then from here, press second function, IY. And you're going to have an option to enter PY, which is how the calculator calls F. So you would enter, our F was 52. And CY, which is your compounding, which is 365, okay? So the calculator will do the effective rate kind of in the work. So let me show you what that would look like on the calculator, right? So I just make sure, okay, good. So 500 is my payment, 0 future value, 260 is my N. Now, 8 IY, you see I'm entering my APR. Second IY takes me here. I'm going to enter 52. Make sure you're always pressing enter, right? So enter after each one at the top of the calculator. That saves it. Then arrow down, enter 365, right? 365, enter. Okay. Now, when you've done that, if you just get out of there by pressing clear and hit compute present value, you get the same answer as we did above. So, I mean, this one is actually, you see, it's off by 5 cents because this one is the exact answer since there's no rounding. And what I did before, I kept 6 decimal places. So anyways, either one would be acceptable. I still just wanted to take a second to show you, but what's more important to me, okay, once you understand how to do that, great, amazing, it'll save you a little bit of time. But remember, you can only use this when you're using your financial calculator, so don't rely on it. You still have to know how to find the effective rate, which rate you need, and all the stuff we talked about in class. Okay, so that's it for now. Anyways, I'll see you all next week. If you're not already signed up, I don't know what you're waiting for. And that's it. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your week.